Tomorrow, when I wake up in the morning, God willing, I will be 30 years old. And I already know I'm gonna be in my feelings. It's more so in an anxious way, in an exciting way. Been through my 20s, I know what that has brought me. That has helped mold me into the woman I am today. But now let's see what 30's talking about.
Every day I put in work, I ain't giving up on it, Coming for it all, guaranteed I'm getting everything I want it, Just have patience, they say. Another chance every day. Not giving up, there's no way. I know my time coming.
All right, y'all, let's get started. First and foremost, welcome back with Exceed with Ebony. Welcome back, y'all. Thank you again for checking me out another time to see what video it is I have for you guys now. In today's video, it's going to be somewhat of a touchy subject for me, just because of the simple fact of I'll be leaving a chapter in my life. That's the way I see it. So you guys, tomorrow I will be turning 30 years old. And although, of course, it's such a blessing, it is a touchy subject for me, simply because the way I'm looking at it is, wow, like I won't ever be able to say I'm 20 something, because I've been so used to saying that for a whole 10 years or a whole 9 years, a whole 9 years. And the fact that I won't be able to say that anymore is extremely touchy to me. Yet exciting because, of course, with age comes wisdom, and I'm gonna get into that with you guys. I have my coffee. Y'all know I cannot start my day off without my coffee, so I have my coffee, and let's jump into it. So first, I want to discuss the things I've learned in my 20s. The things I've learned in my 20s is to, number one, be patient. It's the number one, be patient. Y'all know how majority of teens feel like they know it all. Nobody can tell them anything. They just have it all figured out. I feel like the same goes for 20-year-olds. I feel like even though at that point, yeah, technically we're grown, well, and not technically, we're grown, but I also feel like we tend to think that we have it all figured out. And what I've learned in my 20s is to just be patient. Because along with that statement, I've also learned that what's for you will be for you. See, what else did I learn in my 20s? Because it's been a whole 9 years. So it's really a bookload of things I can really call out. And I'm just sitting here just trying to think really quick of just a few things I can tell you guys. This has really taught me to stay true to you. And whoever doesn't like you for whatever reason, that person or thing, it doesn't even have to necessarily be a person. That person or thing isn't for you. To definitely stay true to yourself. And that makes me go back to what I was saying about teenagers. You know, in your teenage years, that's when the peer pressure comes. That's where you hanging out with this group of people, that group of people. You're trying to get into this thing or that thing. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Whether it's a person, whether it's a thing you're trying to get into, that's when you're really trying to find yourself. Where in your teenage years, that's really when we're not even gonna get on that. Y'all know how that go. But what I will say is, in your 20s, I feel like those are the years where you're really trying to find yourself. What's your niche in life? What makes you you? What makes you you? So that's why I said, y'all, if I didn't learn anything else, I've learned to stay true to me. I've learned to embrace me. I've learned that what comes with Ebony is this sensitive woman, this extra woman, because that's just what it is. This loving woman, this embracing woman, this nurturing woman. I do consider myself strong, so this strong woman, this creative woman, this humble woman. Like you really have to be true to you at all costs. And that's something that I'm really excited to take with me along my now 30 plus years in my new chapter. Because believe it or not, some people still don't know exactly who they are. And that's fine. Don't get me wrong. That's absolutely fine. I'm just saying I'm grateful to know, or to at least have an inch of knowing exactly who it is I am. Because even with me, I'm still growing. Even at the age of 29, will soon be 30 years old tomorrow, I'm still growing. You don't have to have it all figured out. I feel like we'll never have it all figured out. Nobody will ever have it all figured out. But The main thing I can honestly say to y'all that I've learned in my 20s is to be true to you. Accept you. Learn to accept you, flaws and all. Hold on, y'all, that was a lot of talking. I need a little sip real quick. Hold on. Something else that I can say I've learned in my 20s, and I think I touched on this a few minutes ago. Now I'm just gonna bring it back around real quick. But something else that I learned is just to go with the flow. You know, just go with the flow. Don't try to rush things. Always think things thoroughly through. Don't just try to jump into it because, oh, that's the latest trend going on. I've learned to really, you know, let things just naturally happen. And y'all, I'm the one to talk. I'm the one to talk, because when I tell you I have to have control, I have to have that control. But when I say that to you, I'm also preaching to myself as well, because that's something that I'm currently working on. Stop trying to have so much of control. You know, now don't get me wrong. It's good to have control in really all of the situations you possibly surround yourself, you know, around. But realistically, you can't. That's just life itself. But one thing I can tell you is you can have control over you. You can have control over your actions. You can't have control over the reactions you give. You see what I'm saying? So just let things flow. Let things flow, because again, y'all, what is meant to be will simply be. And that goes with everything in life, whether it's career, whether it's relationship, whether it's whatever ups and downs that life tends to bring. Just with everything, just definitely let things go with the flow and watch how it unravels. Watch how it genuinely and authentically unravel. All right, y'all. So something else that just simply popped up in my head that I just really feel the need to share with you guys. And I've actually mentioned this on another video, and I talked about mental health. So what I've also learned in my 20s is to take a break. Give yourself that break. We are all human. It's but so much we can do. It's but so much we can continue to do on a daily basis before our body says, all right, hold up. I need a break. Pause. I need to recharge. Take a break. Simply take a break. Whether that means put your phone on D&D, whether that means to use your PTO days to just kind of woosah, recharge, whether that means to kind of go ghost for however long. Just simply take a breather, take a break, because you owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. And I feel like in today's society, we're so used to working, or being on the go, or being wife, being mom, being friend, being whoever, to where we tend to forget about our own needs. And this is, again, it's but so much that we can do. Take a break. How can we pour into others when our cup is on low? You have to take a break. That way you can be able to pour into others just as much as they need you to. But you need you first. So that's what I mean by simply take a break in all areas in life. I don't know. I feel like at some point in life, you'll begin to realize just how much breaks are important. I feel like you'll begin to realize just how important it is. And that could be at different points in life for everybody. But again, this is when I was starting to realize, take a break. And I can honestly say, I didn't start to realize it until maybe about a good 2 to 3 years ago, believe it or not. If I'm being honest, I just realized just how important taking a break is. So beneficial. It's so much needed. Like it's mandatory you take a break at this point. It's mandatory. But y'all, all in all, again, like, it's so bittersweet for me. It's like, okay, I'm leaving my 20s. I'll never be able to say, hey, I'm 25 or I'm 20. I'll never be able to say that. But y'all know what? I'm just as excited to welcome in my 30s, to be honest. Like, I'm feeling kind of weird. I'm feeling kind of weird. I don't know if it's a mind thing or what, but I'm feeling kind of weird. Like, I'm feeling like, I don't know, like a shift. Comment below for all my viewers who's already in their 30s or who's close to being 30 yourself. Comment below. have you start to feel like a, I don't know, like a weird type of feeling, not a bad feeling, but like, yeah, like a weird feeling. It's like, oh boy, like, oh boy. Because when you think about it, it is something, it's something to really look forward to. I done been through my 20s. I know what that has brought me. That has helped mold me into the woman I am today. But now let's see what 30's talking about. That's how I'm feeling. That's how I'm feeling. And have you guys had that same feeling, whether you're in your 30s, your 40s? How have you felt turning 40? So again, you guys comment below. Let me know, how did you feel? So leaving out, y'all, I want to let you guys know how appreciative I am of you. Just to simply be taking this time to watch this video, to come check me out. I hope you guys are enjoying the videos that I'm posting this far. Again, feel free to comment. Definitely feel free to comment, and I will be sure to comment right back to you guys. Feel free to hit me up. Personal credit, establishing business credit, financial budgeting assistance. Feel free to reach me at 682-900-4280. And also visit my site, EXEEDfinancial.com, EXEED without the C. Leaving you guys on a positive note. Tomorrow, when I wake up in the morning, God willing, I will be 30 years old. And I already know I'm gonna be in my feelings. But again, it's more so in an anxious way, in an exciting way. A little bit scary, but more so on the positive side. On the positive side, like, oh boy, what will my 30s bring me? And it may not be a big deal to some people, but to me it is. You know, to me it is, because number one, it's definitely a blessing. It's definitely a blessing. And number two, it's literally another chapter in your life. It's another chapter. It's another chapter. So y'all, we shall see. We shall see. And moving forward, I have some, y'all just stay tuned. I have some really good surprises coming up for you guys. Y'all gonna be like, whoa, it's some things I'm working on. So that's something else I'm excited about too. It's like, okay, new chapter, new venture. So it's some things I'm working on that's coming to you real soon. So y'all just hold on, hold tight, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Thank you again for tuning into Exceed with Ebony. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you leave that thumbs up. Definitely make sure you comment. And I'll check you guys out in another video. Y'all have a good day.